Namaste, welcome, greetings. It's Anita Tadavarthi from Empirical Grace, and congratulations, we are on day 9, and I'm so proud of all of you for sticking with it. We've got 45 days to go, and congratulations on making it this far. This series is for both men and women to last longer. And before we get started, 3 little reminders. Hit that subscribe button, hit that notification button so that you'll be notified of day 10. And also like this video. It helps us push it out to more people so that more people can be helped by this video. With that, let's get started on day 9. Now, get into a comfortable position. You can do this sequence after work, during work, or you can do it in the morning. It'll help you to get ready for your day. The title of this sequence is called Control. And one thing that both men and women struggle with is feeling lack of control. And so I want to share with you an asana that I'm going to ask you to do going forward whenever we do the acupressure. It's a very simple asana, and you can do it anywhere, even sitting at work or at a traffic light waiting for it to change. What is the asana? It's very simple, and it involves 3 steps. Number 1, I want you to go ahead and contract your pelvic floor. And number 2, I want you to lift up your pelvic floor. And number 3, I want you then to release and rest. Now, over the years and decades, I've been doing this for 20 years, I researched how long should you do this asana. I've seen anywhere from 3 seconds to 30 seconds. So what does that mean? You can contract, lift, and rest and release for each 3 seconds. Make sure you don't have a full bladder because it'll irritate it. But if you don't have a full bladder, then you can go ahead and do this. And then I want you to start with 3 seconds and then build yourself up to how long you can, perhaps even 10 to 30 seconds, but I want you to be comfortable. And I want you to be doing this while I walk you through the acupressure because it's double the impact. It not only helps train the acupressure to the pelvic floor, but it also works with the pelvic floor. It's a theory in Chinese medicine called the guiding technique. And so by doing this asana of contracting, lifting, as well as releasing, along with the acupressure, you're getting double the impact to helping you to have more control over your pelvic floor, which for gentlemen is a great thing for not only PE but ED, and also for ladies, it's a great thing for helping you have greater control over your climax. So the first acupressure point that I want to teach you is on the medial aspect of your forearm. The medial aspect of your forearm is the part of your forearm that is on the lighter skin side. So not the one side that hits the sun, but on the medial side, the lighter skin side. And what I want you to do for the next 2 minutes, follow along with me, is from the elbow to the wrist, I want you to simply massage the forearm. Now you can do either side. I'm just going to alternate, and you can do the pressure that's comfortable for you. Now, don't forget, while you're doing this and following along with me for the next 2 minutes, I want you to do the asana. So while you're doing this, you're going to be working with your pelvic floor to contract, as well as to lift, as well as to rest and release. Now, when you're doing this acupressure and you're doing the asana, you want to do the asana starting with 3 seconds. So while you're doing this acupressure, I want you to contract the pelvic floor for 3 seconds, lift for 3 seconds, and then release. And you're going to follow along with me for the next 2 minutes. Now, why is this acupressure point really helpful? Well, this acupressure point actually accesses the entire lower abdomen, including the pelvic floor. Now, why am I big on the acupressure for issues in the bedroom? Well, acupressure helps work with the circulatory system and helps with blood flow. So along with the asanas, if we are generating blood flow to the lower abdomen and to the pelvic floor, then number one, we have more control over the pelvic floor, which helps you get the results that you want and makes you feel satisfied. And number two, we're training the blood flow to be where it needs to be. And it's like running a marathon. If you constantly train, then when you want to rendezvous with your partner, you have a better experience because you have more control over the duration. Hopefully this makes sense. And as you follow along with me, I hope you're able to see the results that help you to stay consistent with this. And this will also help you to feel not only comfortable and confident in the bedroom, but when we're more confident and comfortable in one aspect of our lives, then it transfers into every aspect of our lives, which is so important. So this one actually makes me feel really calm and comfortable. I don't know if you're all noticing the same results, because this meridian is called the pericardium meridian, and it actually helps calm the mind. So it has great uses for not only the mind, but also the lower abdomen. The next acupressure point is on the wrist. Now, it's actually where my rubber band is. And so, ladies, if you're pregnant, then you can stick to the previous acupressure point, and please don't do this point because it may be too stimulating for the uterus if you are pregnant. But if you're not, then what I want you to do is go ahead and cup your hand like this, and I want you to simply massage it like that. And now there's a couple of ways of doing this acupressure point, and we're going to do it for the next 2 minutes. You can actually do it like this, or you can simply do it like this, and you can alternate both hands as you need to and as with pressure. So follow along with me for the next 2 minutes. Now, reminder, as you're doing this, I want you to stay with the asanas, right? So as you're doing this acupressure point where the forearm meets the palm or the root of your hand, I want you to be contracting your pelvic floor, lifting your pelvic floor, and resting and releasing. Now do what's comfortable for you. You can do each asana for 3 seconds and work your way up to 10 to 30 seconds, but I want you to start with a time frame that works. And again, this is going to give double the impact in training the pelvic floor so that you have greater control for not only PEED, but ladies, I got you too to help you with climaxing. And so we want to do that. Now, why is this acupressure point so helpful? Well, if you look, this is the place where the forearm meets the hand. It's actually right at the bottom of the pelvic floor, the most bottom point of the pelvic floor. So by doing this motion, we are bringing blood flow to that area. And again, like we've talked about, and many a time, acupressure is therapy. So I'm doing my best to train your body to control and bring blood flow to that area so that when you want to use that area, you've got greater satisfaction and control over that area. Now, one concept that I also want to introduce while we're doing all this is diet therapy. There are certain foods that you can eat along with the asanas and the acupressure to help you have better effects in the bedroom. So one food that I want to talk to you all about is actually garlic. So people ask, how much garlic do you want to eat? Try to have a clove of garlic a day, and maybe even 2 a day. I actually really love garlic. I usually do anywhere from 2 to 3 cloves, but you can do 1 to 2 cloves. And the garlic can help you improve blood flow through the body along with the acupressure, the asanas, and so forth. All right, the last one. I love this acupressure point so much. I call it prayer hands. So again, ladies, if you're pregnant, stick to the very first acupressure point that I shared with you in this video. But if you're not pregnant, in all other cases, you can use this acupressure point. So put your palms together as if you're praying, and I want you to simply massage your palms together just like this. I actually like this point so much, and a lot of the points here also can help with anxiety. Now, again, why is anxiety important, and why do we want to work in this series to help manage anxiety? Well, the body only makes a certain amount of hormone every day, and with the stresses of life, if you have so much anxiety, then there's a lot of cortisol, and then there's not as much hormone to help you with thyroid, estrogen, progesterone, FSH, LH, or testosterone. So a lot of the acupressure points that I've picked out for all of you guys, I am doing my very best to pick points that can help calm not only the body, but calm the mind, or calm the mind to calm the body, and so forth. And again, don't forget, while you're doing this, I hope you're keeping up with your asana. You are working on contracting the pelvic floor for 3 seconds, lifting the pelvic floor for 3 seconds, and then resting your pelvic floor for 3 seconds. So giving you a little bit of a workout while doing this. And it's very important to me that after you watch this video, that you also save this video, and before the next video gets released, I want you to do this video 2 more times. Now, I'm training you to have results that you can enjoy long term. So it's not just 1 time every day for the next 45 days. It's 3 times a day for the next 45 days. Now, if you like a particular sequence and you really enjoy it, no problem. You can do that sequence in addition to this one, but I want you to be doing a sequence 3 times a day for the next 45 days. And again, just a few little reminders. Be sure to get checked out by your doctor. Follow his or her recommendations. These are in addition, not instead of recommendations of your doctor. And very last thing, don't forget to check out our description and send us an email so we can send you the full course materials so you can get the full effect of this course. Great job. Today is done. Save the video, do it 2 more times, and be sure to check out our Instagram and TikTok. And I feel so honored that you're with me on this journey and excited to see you tomorrow.